Today is my morning workout routine. So it's going to show basically what I look like when I get out of bed. That's right, I throw my gloves on. That's right, I put a beanie on. And I look like I'm ready to go swimming and target shooting at the same time. Yeah, see? So, just gonna kind of go through my routine this morning. So today I think I'll start with my squat jumps. Oh, please subscribe, thumbs up, ring the bell, leave a comment. I appreciate that. Really. Good for the hamstrings. You can see how I'm getting that breath going. And the latest scientific study is that you want to stay that way, get to that point of just feeling like you got to rest before your next set. And you want to stay there the whole time, for at least 10 minutes. The evidence is showing that that's where you get the most cellular regeneration. In other words, you got senescent cells that are kind of senescent, kind of not. What this does is it kind of reawakens them, brings them back into action. Then they're back on duty. Keep my shorts from sliding down this. Change your legs. I don't like to neglect things. A lot of people, they'll do things quick. That's not a good idea. It's best to do them kind of slow exercises, because you got thousands of muscles in between the reps that we just bypass them, and tendons. Yeah, they don't get strong, right? Gotta go a nice methodical kind of speed, you know. Anyway, yeah, kind of like that, yeah. Just enough to catch the breath. Don't want to wait too long to catch the breath. If you think you can do the next set, what I do is, when I'm going, you know, getting that vascular exercise workout, for me it's not about resting in between reps. It's about going right into the next one. To keep that, I don't know, heavy breathing coming in all the time, the whole workout. You want to be able to talk, but kind of like I am right now, just kind of throwing the words out there, not really carrying on a conversation. But you want to be able to talk. If you can't talk while you're exercising, you need to break it down. You need to slow down, because that's actually more harmful. That'd be counterintuitive to what you're trying to achieve, which is health and fitness. Yeah, you know, health and fitness. Yeah, that's that can be dangerous. Cause all kinds of bad things. So yeah, be able to talk as you're doing your thing, then you're going to be okay, probably. Sometimes I forget these, and I go, dang, I haven't done those for over a month. I do 20 of them, and I get out of bed to walk the next day. I'm going, oh, my butt. Yeah, those really isolate the glutes, and just kind of raise them up. You know what I mean? Right here, just takes them up a notch. Oh, these are my swimming trunks. Can't you see I'm ready to go swimming? Okay, I think that's about it. Okay, I feel like I got a good cardio exercise, so I don't feel the need to go any further. I got that peak. I maintained that peak of 80% exhaustion, and for that time that I felt was good, and I'm done. So please subscribe, thumbs up, ring the bell, and leave a comment. I'll return all my comments, and we're gonna have a powwow. You know, a lot of folks think it's about getting big and bulky and all that. For me, ever since I can remember as a kid, even when I was lifting 235 pounds, deadlift over the head, I never looked strong. I never looked like a bulky guy. Because I liked my muscles being dense, compressed, and strong. Not bulky looking. And so, yeah, I was curling 110 pounds, you know, instead of 10. But I look kind of like I do now. I look like this, but strong, because I do the slow things, right? Just, I don't, you know, slow. Everything's slow. And multiple sets. Creates a density in the tendons. The most important thing when we haven't exercised for a while, the most important thing, we're going to start back up, is to do light weights. Just because we can do 200 pounds on a bench press doesn't mean we should. In fact, I strongly recommend it. Even if you can punch out 3 sets of 220 pounds on the bench press, like easy, don't do it. And here's why. Just because our normal muscles are up to the task doesn't mean the tendons are. The tendons are a different story. When they haven't been used for a certain amount of time, those can take up to 3 months to get back into peak performance, to be able to do that 220 pounds without long-term injury. Now, how do I know? I still have one left. I bought a new workout system. I'll show it down the road. It's where I do more heavier weights. The other day I was doing one, and the weight matched my weight, but I had to use my own body weight to leverage against the weight, and yeah, I pulled some muscle in my right glute. Yeah, it's too much, and for my weight, because it uses my weight, and then some resistance with my weight. And it was pulling me up, and I'm going, I don't know if I should be doing this. My weight doesn't. I didn't have the girth anyway. So the tendons are going to take much longer, right? So it's best to work up to what you used to do slowly, at least 2 months. So I tore every single ligament in my hand. I didn't even know it when it was. I didn't know it was happening when it happened. Every single ligament in my hand. I was about 40 years old. Right here, you still see one. Right here, still see a little tore. It's kind of indentated right there. I had indentations on all my hands, all my fingers. Tore every single tendon. And so, just because we can doesn't mean nothing. We need to be wiser, right? Especially after we pass 30 years old, right? Our bodies are only designed to take that kind of stuff up until around 25. And once we hit 30, we're kind of going downhill. We're well on our way at 30. So, and so it's about understanding that biology of the human anatomy, and tackling it the healthiest way. Right? Just because we can't doesn't mean we should. And so the doctor said, I walk in there, the doctor goes, I said, Doug, something happened to my hands. And he starts laughing. He goes, yeah, I see it all the time. Just because you think you can doesn't mean you should. He was laughing. My doctor was laughing at my ignorance and stupidity. Right? Because the tendons in there weren't ready for that kind of pressure and that kind of pull and that they weren't ready. Right? Everything else was fine. But the tendons were not. The reason why I'm repeating this because it's so important. That was decades ago, and all of them healed except for that one. That one was obviously the worst that was injured. All the other ones, and that's just lately. These ones here are just lately that they healed. And that's when the only one I got left that hasn't reattached itself and firmed itself back up. Yeah. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day.